I do believe we're live, so I'll say indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. What a dear pleasure it is to have you here again on another conscious evolution, another opportunity for us to find ourselves present in considering how the plans are always changing. We were supposed to go out yesterday, and the plans changed, and we probably will go out today. You don't think the plans will change again?
I hope not.
They could, and I think that's today's stream topic.
It's like the more people you get involved in a thing.
It's a wholesome, actually, that's an awesome way to kind of like transition today's stream topic, because we are, in a way, collectively trying to plan as a species, right? And then, so what Joe is saying, hello, Indigo. Hey, friend.
Indigo.
Yeah, it was nice having you in the yoga this morning. Sending you bless. Big old bless. Hope that the plans won't change. Hope that you might be able to continue joining the yoga classes. They really are fun, and it's always a pleasure having friends there with us. Plans. Me, Joe, her sister, and her husband, and her dad and her mom. Right? There's everyone.
Your brother?
Your brother and the cousins too, or nephews. Maybe. You see, a lot of people will have to come together and make a plan for us to come together with the plan we made.
Their plans.
Now let's change their plans, exactly.
Because the initial plans changed, so everybody had to change their plans.
That's actually a good point that you're making as well. Right? People might have had plans for today, and now all of those plans had to change for the plans to change, to have the plans changed. And I really do want to extend it. Thank you. I will be trying. There's no expectation. I hope you know that, there's absolutely no expectation. It's just super awesome for me to share that class of friends. I feel like I'm feeling things. I'm definitely feeling some things. Part of me wants to try my coffee. I think that's what I want to feel next. Feel the hot on my lips. Jo was being cute and stuff, standing there. She's twirling her hair.
I'm not trying.
She's definitely trying.
I'm definitely trying to twirl my hair. I'm not trying to be cute.
She's being cute without even trying. You see that?
I need to go to work.
I love you. Have a good day, my darling. I'll see you during lunch. Soon.
See you on the other side.
Yeah. We have some food prepared now too. I don't know if we'll be eating much.
Oh boy.
We made some adobo chicken last night and some quinoa. So we have like meal prepped for almost a week. It's fun. Got the extra bright scarf on today. How's it going? Yeah. We're doing the purple and orange fit. Sorry, Za?
That's a mer scarf.
It's a mer scarf. Yeah, Merman gave me this scarf. I really love this color.
Love you.
Bye-bye. See you soon, my darling. Yeah. This color, I don't know how, but it doesn't seem to fade. I'm pretty sure it's been this color this whole time. Maybe it's faded a little bit, but whatever they use to color this thing orange, I want to know. Because it lasts. Lasts a long time. Talking about orange, it's either fear or gob. Big simp soup. What is happening? Is it sup big pimpin'? And then this one is, it's your boy, Gob Gob. I don't know if you're seeing it on your side, Gobbity-Goo, but it auto-translated your messages to Big Simp Soup. It's either fear or gob. I feel like an animal having chili for breakfast. You are the animal. Are you having chili for breakfast right now? Or is having chili for breakfast making you feel like an animal? Is that what's happening? What are we talking about today? We're talking about plans and how they change. Hey, Zhao. You forgot your stuff?
This is like 3 days in a row that I'm doing this.
Good thing you have that. Nice.
Here it is.
Yeah, there was this moment talking about plans. I think I'll tell them about the watch. I love you.
Yeah.
Joe looked at my watch the one day and goes, "It's a nice watch you got. Something something. I want one of those too at some point. And I'm like, yeah, they're cheap. They're like $40. I'll buy you one right now. Like actually right now." She's like, no, no, no. I don't need one right now. I want to get myself a watch. And then we get invited out for tacos, and then Joe pays the bill for the tacos, and it's like $47 or something like that. And during that, when I told her it's $40, she goes, "Oh, that's like dinner for two." And she buys us dinner for two, and I literally at the restaurant buy her a watch. And now that watch has the ability, mine, like, and she saw me do that too. You press that button, and it makes your phone scream wherever it's hiding. Because me and her will either put things between couches or between the pillows or on a shelf out of view, or somehow misplacing it over and over again. You can take that one. That one was ready to leave.
It's ready to leave.
Make like a, what is that called?
That plant?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Now my joke is gonna land extra soft. Make like a I don't know and leave.
Make like a plant.
Make like a plant and leave.
The delivery was. I'm putting these in the car for the next time we go to Aldi's.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like wanting to make space for you here next to me so you can sit down.
My poor plants. That one's dead.
Oh, it is now. You just hear her rip him out of the ground. He doesn't stand a chance. Doesn't stand a chance.
I need to get these guys under control.
Like YouTube is auto-translating gobbledygoos meme speak. Like look, like that he'll auto-translate as well, but he sends "suck big pimpin," replaces it with "big pimp soup," and then it's your boy Gobba Gob, and then it replaces if it's either fear or gob.
Either fear or gob.
Yes, you're right, Gob. It is either fear or you. Gob, did you get kidnapped by some brain cell thieves that got Kid D? Orange is okay, as long as it's not 1,000 Dutch people wearing it at once, drunk. Is that something I don't know?
1,000 people wearing orange?
Is it raining out there or is it mist?
No, I'm fucking with the plants.
Yes. Bro, my plans definitely keep changing. Can relate. Yeah. How about that, Gobs? How about this plans that we changes, right? Like I'm thinking about Gob and how the plan was for him to have the freedoms, to dance with the flowers as such, but no. And how Dan was gonna come through and see us. We were making that plan, and then the plan changed, and then the plan changed for Dan, and I'm sure the plan has changed again. I have
The
my
Dan plan changed.
gobbledygoo. Gobs. I don't even want to read that message out loud. Hi, Jimmy. Hey, James. Clears throat. Makes a small mark on attendance chart. Very well, deputy. Be about your bullshit then.
Whoa! Sorry.
What's
I
up?
got really excited. I just realized one of my plants was a lot longer than what it was.
You need to.
I know.
Vamos. It's 30 minutes past
My
9.
plans changed.
I love you. Your plans did change a little bit.
I got distracted.
Love is true. Tune in on the stream. I'll see you on the other side, my love.
Oh man, my car's been running.
You silly girl. So, what depth are we digging into today? We're digging into the depth of plans. All right. And I had like a whole moment just now. I think that was the message that Joe was teaching me. Usually, it's a part of the plan that Joe is at work by now. All right. It's kind of like how it is. And then plans change. Plans always change. They're never not changing. And there is something about executing a plan that I feel is human in so many words, right? My grandma used to say, what's the good of a mind if you can't change it? And I'm thinking about that line right now. What is the good of a mind if you cannot change it? I changed my mind. I thought I was gonna let my hair waterfall down the side of my head, but I changed my mind and I say, actually, no hair. Actually, no. Actually, go right back up top. I went to work next to the lake with my banana, and there's mosquitoes out there in full force. I'm not Melt. I'm sorry, Dan. I'm still waking up, bro. Shut up! Stop! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Gobbledygook. You use like tea tree oil or lemon balm oil or something like that to help you keep it up. Keep them away. Yes, we are one then. Thank you, Gobs. Gob knows. Worst hairstyle I've ever seen. Thomas. Thomas, you'll make me cry. No mean comments about folks or their bodies. Thank you. Yeah, Pedro. Pedro, vote for Pedro. Good morning, brother. Good morning to you. He has good hair trolls. Thanks. Thanks, Lakota. Did you change your profile picture? Looks nice. Appreciate your love. Yeah, having hair. Damn. Damn. Who thought that was a good idea? I keep asking who thought that was a good idea. I would have I think I would have vibed way harder with just being like big eyes, like bulbous head, aliens, gray skin aliens. Can't I just be like a gray? I would just like to be one of them gray aliens. Actually, I think it sounds more convenient. I don't have to. I can just like have big eyes and small mouth, right? And then maybe like spots on your skin is what distinguishes you from the other ones. I'm sure they complain about something too. Would the aliens have complaints about their ways that they looking? There are theories that say that if we continue our evolutionary path, eventually we end up like that, with smaller mouths and bigger eyes, for us to see extra clearly. Wick. Yeah, man, I wanna start buzzing my head. I did it for a while, but I think I may go bald someday, so I'm enjoying my hair while I have it. What's your life mantra? That's an awesome question. My life mantra is love is true. That's the thing that you will hear me say more than any other mantra, is love is true, right? No matter how many times the plan change, love is still true, right? If the plans change, the fact that you know that the plans have been changed is because that you are loved as well. Did you read my other comment? Let me see. Let me switch to all messages. Maybe that will help me. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Noodle is licking. Stop, Noodle. Stop. Stop that. He looks comfy under that pillow, though. Yeah, he gets into these trances where he just like licks himself and the couch underneath it as well, and it leaves these big mucus spots that I sit on sometimes, that I discover, or I'm like, what the and I start screaming. Yep, that's exactly how it happens. Yes. What? What? More what's? It was up to me. I was just shave it all bald, but I would look crazy. I hate hair. I shave all the hair off of my body, even my eyebrows. Even the hair on my ear, I wax. Make sure none of it stays. It takes 1.5 hours each day, but it's worth it. Hair is where all of the germs live. Love is true. Dan, I can proofread your manifesto if it's ready. I shave my whole head and body because I want to be pure. What is happening in chat already? Like I'm from India, Andaman. and Nicobar Islands. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I want to go to India at some point. Technoblade never dies. Nadi, it's nice having you here too. The theory about us evolving into physical typical aliens is definitely something I've heard. I don't know if it's real, and the sense of it is even a real theory or something Joe Rogan said, but interesting. I did at one point in my life listen to a lot of Joe Rogan. I don't anymore. Right? I don't think I've listened to a single Joe Rogan podcast in the last 3-ish, 4-ish years. However, before that, when I was in high school, he was one of my favorite content creators. I think before it was a little bit more polarizing. All right, when it was just some dude having chats with some other dudes and dudettes. All right, that was the peak for me. Us evolving into aliens. I don't know if that's the plan. All right, maybe the plan will change at some point in our existences, but we're continuing. Love is a many splendid thing that it is, Leo. Dan, Noodle is the name of their dog, not a euphemism for pepness. My fault. I'm always here. I just never say anything. Nutty, well, you're always appreciated, even if you don't say anything. I got 2 tickets to Iron Maiden, baby. Come with me Friday. Don't say maybe. No. Is Iron Maiden still playing? Actually, unironically, is Iron Maiden still playing? You let me know. My hair should be dry enough to be stylable now, at least. Yeah. When your body is completely shaved, it's much easier to apply hand sanitizer to your whole body and become pure. You don't do that. Please, for the sake of your microorganisms. I'm shy. Kanye West or Drake. Near. I don't think those are options. I think that's like, you wanna have poop or dirt on your sandwich kind of questions. Like, I don't really want dirt or poop on my sandwich. Thank you. I feel like I'm tired and at the same time not tired, which is a weird sensation. Right? Like tired in the way where I just want to be chill. I just want to take it easy and not be too much. You know what I mean? And at the same time, there is this momentum still of wanting to engage and wanting to share something special, wanting to like be precious with your time. Be like, I'll tell you something interesting. But sometimes that's not part of the plan. Please, universe, I offer me as a channel for divine insight. Use me to teach. Use me to guide. Use me to make the point, the lesson, so very clear. Yes. Closing my eyes, I see flying saucers. Once, DMX for Tupac. Tupac. Boom. That one I can go with. What do you think about outward forces changing your plans? Also, other people unrelated to you and their own influence on the world, power struggles and influence, control, or manipulation? That is a cool question, Indigo. I do enjoy that question. The outside world influencing our plans. At the very least, it can be disappointing, right? Let's start from there. Let's bring it all the way back to just the self. When plans are changed, sometimes we're disappointed, right? We find ourselves unsatisfied with the fact that our plans did not go the way we intended for them to. The question of is it influence, control, or manipulation? I think depends. Depends on the person who is changing the plans, right? If the person changing the plans is doing it in order to have their influence felt, right? Like they suggested, let's go to this place. It's great. It's the best. And then everybody was like, yeah, maybe we should change our plans and go to this other place instead, then it's an influence thing. If it's a control thing, it's a matter of, we are going to this place because I said so, right? I said so, we're going to this place, right? And then you're the one driving the car kind of thing to the place. Then it's control. And then manipulation is when you start talking about it from a perspective of like deceit, right? Being deceiving. Yeah, like, oh yeah, that other place, I heard they have rats in the kitchen, but not in the ratatouille way, in the bad way, all right? And we should totally not eat there. We could probably like eat at this other place. This other place is closer, right? Then it's manipulation. When it comes to us allowing ourselves to be influenced, controlled, or manipulated, I think there is things to be said there as well. All right, manipulation is kind of a matter of innocence, like you're innocently getting manipulated by another person. Influence, I think, is a choice. You're letting yourself be influenced. And control is a matter of letting go, right? A surrender, where you're like, okay, this person wants to be in control of the situation. I'll put my hands back, You hold the steering wheel kind of thing. So I feel in that way, it's very circumstantial. However, the feelings attached to it, I think, can also be so vast depending on how you engage, right? If you fight the manipulation, you might end up fighting each other instead of the actual underlying cause, right? Where maybe the person knows someone who works as a waiter at the restaurant, and that's why they don't want to go to that restaurant. So instead of just admitting that, they try to manipulate, and in being called out that they're manipulating, they might be in a stalemate where they can't just admit why it is they're actually trying to steer this thing in a direction. So they will fight you on a personal level, like, stop being stupid. I told you there's rats in that kitchen. Do you want the rats in your food? Huh? Stupid ass. Control. You can fight. You can fight your control as well, right? You can resist. You can be like, no, I'll jump out of the car. You can't control me, bossy person. And influence, I think, is a matter of pride in large sense as well. Where if you're too much involved in your own pride, and if you believe that your decisions, your wants are the ultimate high, then you might have a hard time being influenced. Plans. Plans and the ways in which they change. What I have realized on the other side is that every time plans change, they seem to change for the better. This might be my own bias. I do kind of take it life that is one step at a time. My engagement with my presence in spaces is pretty light in the way that I don't come, at least not always, with a lot of expectations where I'm like, yeah, this has to be the best time of my life. Otherwise, I'm gonna be angry at you or something, right? Like we last Tuesday went on a walk in a forest, right? And we literally went into a forest. And it didn't take me half an hour, maybe like 45 minutes, to be very lost. Like, lost in the way where I'm like, oh, I don't know where I am. Not at all, in fact. I know that I am in America. I know that, I think. But other than that, there's trees, and there's creek, and there's hillsides. All right, and we were climbing up and down hills, behind hills, next to creeks. And I I kept being asked. Like I was so relaxed that I was quiet, right? And in that relaxed space, I didn't have any need to control the narrative. I think Grace was still almost like giving me some leeway to control the space if I wanted to. Like if I wanted to stop somewhere and like stare at the rock for longer, she would allow me that. But other than that, right, I had no idea where we're going next, right? And letting myself be influenced, controlled, having my reality manipulated, right, by an external force is something that I appreciated, whereas usually not something I appreciate. And I feel like it showed me, I feel like the teacher in that moment was nature, of course, but that experience showed me that I don't have to be in control. It's fine, even if I'm not, in fact. I still like Joe Rogan every now and then. He does have a lot of pseudoscience con artists on his show, and his anti-vax propaganda is not helping anything. But what can you do? Take the good of the bad. Rip Joe Rogan, unfortunately. J JP BJP supporter. I don't know who that is. This guy's got a real Asian accent. That's the first time I got that one. I don't believe we have control over anything, Dan says. We can make plans, but they're ultimately just hopes for the future. I like that. Yeah. Plans are hopes for the future. Plans don't exist. How about that? Plans aren't real. Oh, yeah, they are. Someone says, like, I made plans just this weekend, for chilling with my friends. Yeah? Oh yeah? Have you already chilled with them this weekend? No? Then it's not real. It's just imagination. It's just your imagination playing tricks on you. Yes. Yes, just your imagination. No politics. However, I will say this. Absolutely nobody in chat will ever agree with the Indian caste system ever. Yeah, abolish it. That's all we have to say about that. Agreed. You look Indian. Thanks. Indian people are cool. I would actually have loved to grow up in like almost like a yoga community. Applebee's has rats. I found a whole rat in my Cobb cellar. Jeez. Waves exaggeratedly. Lieutenant Dan. Yeah, I like what you're saying about plans getting better when they change. It's pretty much like what you said, that your grandma said, is to make exceptions. Expectations too solid, we can get disappointed. Exactly. If your mind is forming this rigidity around a certain hope for a future, right? And then you don't get that, that's the best way to get disappointed. But realizing that your mind has this unique quality of getting to change, right? I think I should go and turn Zoe's TV on for him. Your mind can change, right? Your mind is always in a flux state. Right, and allowing yourself to exist in that flux state instead of forcing yourself into a different one. I'm gonna go get that bird quickly. Turn his TV on for him so he can watch some TVs. I think my camera might be a little bit... Are you not clean? Better, I think. Hello, Zoe. Oh, your TV is on. Did Jovan turn your TV on, Zoe?
Whatever.
Come on. You're too far away there, bro. You're too far away. Come closer. There you go. There you go. Hey, Zoe.
What a good girl.
What a good girl.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, Zoe. You wanna step on my shoulder? You wanna step on the back of the couch? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what he likes doing usually. Then he walks all the way to that side of the couch, and then he lets me know that he wants to leave again. What's up? What's up, Zoe? Huh? You want some head scratchers? Oh, Zoe. Oh, Zoe. Give him some head scratchies. Is that good? I'm gonna give you another head scratch ups. Oh, whoa, whoa! Sorry about that. Sorry, you sweetie birdie. Oh. Wow, wow. You a good girl. Hello, Zoe. A little dinosaur that lives with us. Dinosaurs like head scratches too. Who would have known? The more you know. Whoa. What about unrelated worldly things? We got baseball-sized hail yesterday. We had shattered windows. Now those people are going to have to fix their cars instead of spending or saving that money. Wow. I didn't know about that, Indigo. Baseball. Baseball-sized hail. Are you serious? Is there a little bit of exaggeration there, or are you actually like baseball-sized? Where you want to go? Where you want to go? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'll get you some cookies. He instantly starts walking in this direction. Come on. Come on. Come on, Zoe. Come on. You want some cookies? Hello. Come on. Come on, step up. Come on, step up here. You must step up. Yeah, we can go bye-bye, but you have to step up. Come here. Come here. Come. Come, Zoe. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come here, Zoe. If you want to get some cookies, if you want to go bye-bye, come and step up. Come on. There you go. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Good girl. That's a good girl. Give me a kiss. Mwah. All right. You want to go get a cookie? You want to get a cookie? All right, let's go get a cookie, okay, Zoe. And you can go back and watch some TV. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Want a cookie?
I'm gonna do it. Get you a cookie. All right. All right. Let's do some tricks with the friends. You want to say bye-bye? You want to give me a kiss? Mwah. You want to give a high five? Wow. There you go. Oh, you're just sweetie bird. Yeah, you're such a good girl. Such a good girl, Zoe. There you go. Enjoy your Barbie TV. Sweet. We return. I want to go get my secondary screen. I think it's going to be a little bit more convenient for me than touching my cell phone. It's raining out there. Back again. Thank you, friends, for holding the space for me. I was listening to a podcast. I can drop that. Sweet. There we go. Lieutenant Dan ice cream. Yeah, Indigo. It was Springfield Indigo, be honest. If the baseball size hell didn't knock out those windows, it would have been baseball bats soon enough. So true. That is kind of funny. Yeah, financials affecting our planning. I feel like that's a conversation that might be more sensitive than the one we're having right now. All right, because that is, I feel, for a lot of us, one of the biggest deciding factors of what plans we can hope to make. All right, if you're allowed to make certain plans or not, right? Like going to a place to stay, the place that you get to stay at. If you don't have the kind of money that it takes kind of to live there, then that plan just doesn't exist. That plan can't even arise in your mind in the first place. Really things. The only sick thing we have, the only thing we have true power over is how we react and respond to the events of the universe unfolding. That's why it's best to not give a fuck. Sick. You know, I'm not in a disagreement with you on that, actually, dear Dan. The subtle art of not giving any Funyuns. It's true. Things are not as serious as we sometimes make them out to be inside our minds. At least that's the way I find. You know, my experience seems to be unfolding. It's like just a matter of calm down. Have you considered calming down? I say to myself, chillax, oh. Don't get so close to me. I said chillax. Chillax. Me telling myself to chillax is unironically causing me to not be chillaxed. It's like, I start screaming. I feel the same way about change plans or experiences. I like to think everything happens for a reason, even the bad things. And I've got a lot of that. Growth, rest, development, catalyst, love, healing. It does seem to be an experience of learning. I feel like maybe we can talk about it from that perspective of like the overarching plan, all right? Where I think, and I wouldn't be surprised if I'm wrong, but I think that there is an overarching plan of evolution going on, right? That we are growing, we are developing as a species right now. And it is just this matter of forgetting, right? Maybe we forgot. Maybe a part of the plan was that we forgot, right? That there is more good to be extracted from our lives if we forget that we are the collective is God, right? That we are all the same one, right? And the plan is for us to forget dudism. What is the power of full tilt dudism? Everyone is capable of not giving a fuck. Try it today. Live and let be. Zhou is here with us too. Hey Zhao. Love you. We got Toasty here too saying hello. Good morning to you. Unironically, the most disappointing thing I've seen from Joe Rogan is the fact that he had Andrew Wilson on that. That guy is a sack of shit. I don't know who Andrew Wilson is. But yeah, he definitely has a couple of interesting characters. This guy is 61. Andrew Wilson. I have no idea who this person is. Apparently, they played in Idiocracy. I I don't care, I think. I don't really care. I don't engage with that fractal too much anymore. I don't really have much time to watch anything, right? Like I started watching a thing about psychedelics, a new kind of study that came out. They're holding this theory that the brain exists in this kind of almost like psychedelic state, that your reality as you're experiencing it right now is a hallucination, that the amount of information you are seeing around you right now cannot be accounted for with the amount of information entering your senses. All right? Which means that there is some sort of filtering system happening inside your brain that then outputs your reality as it's having it. We know as well that your reality as you're having it is like 60% of a second, right? 0.6 seconds behind. For instance, if I inject you with something, right? Like let's say I up your dopamine and I inject you with it. The injection happens, and then only up to a second later, right, is your consciousness going to register. Oh, something just happened to me, right? And in that way, there is a delay between the chemistry of your body and the consciousness that you're experiencing. Which means that you are not even living in the present, really, technically. You're always just a little bit behind what now actually is. Right? And I kind of think about it from that perspective when I think about these things where it's like, yeah, our brain chemistry is so far from our understanding still. Right? I like to experiment. I do like to experiment, but I don't think it makes me understand how it works as much as it understands me, that is, how I have influence, right? But the cool thing, or maybe not cool thing, about your brain chemistry is that even if you do, whoa, that's pretty cool. What is that? Why is there a festival happening on my screen? You see that? There's just suddenly a festival. What? What? How did you do that? How did you do that, Hoopy? Send me a headliner. Sweet. Nice. Nice, Hoopy. That's pretty cool, bro. It's the first time I'm seeing that. Your brain chemistry is very unique. And the cool thing is that even if you start to experiment and you start to understand how inputting certain things inside your body influences that brain chemistry, it's not necessarily repeatable, right? I know that coffee gives me a sense of almost like immediacy to my thoughts, right? It's like it snaps, right? It like upregulates that zzz for me a little bit. However, there's a bunch of things that you can put in your body. Creatine is one of the ones that I take as well, right? That downregulates that brain fogginess, that kind of experience for me. I started supplementing methylene blue recently, and it's been the third day, and I'm still microdosing, relatively speaking. I've not gone to like biohacker doses because I'm still making sure that my body is tolerating it well, and like that, I'm also like feeling influenced by, right? My brain chemistry, the way my brain is metabolizing oxygen has changed, and that changes the way that I engage with my reality. And then we can go into like breath work, and we can go into yoga, and we can go into, dancing with the flowers, and we can wrestle some lions, maybe, fight the monkey in the jungle or in the forest. And all of these things will affect our brain chemistry in its own unique way. And even if you can understand how you react to these things, the reaction, right? Like you can't plan. Maybe that's the thing I'm trying to say, is that even if you are very meticulous, even if you understand this dose of this supplement makes me feel this way, right, around this many minutes after I take it, right? And you can document all of that stuff. And you can plan, right, your day. Be like, okay, I'm going to take my dose, and then I'm going to wait this much time, and then I'm going to spend an hour doing this. By the time you get there, usually the plans change. Or the plans might not change as much as they will fall apart because you realize that your planning was done from a state of mind that is not your own. And I think that's the thing that I'm really curious about today, is the fact that we make plans as a version of ourselves for the future version of ourselves, trusting, believing, hoping that that version of us will be in alignment with what we want to do. Right? This version of me that is right now. And I don't know if it's bad. I don't think it's bad. But I also don't think it's always in alignment with our own true self. I can be one of those people that when I make a plan, I see it through. Even if in the midst of the plan, I'm no longer feeling it anymore. Right? And I think there's something to be said about that too. It's like how much of your plans are you forcing upon yourself? And how much of your plans do you still want to continue based on where you are? Unironically, yeah, indigo, I feel that when I started my yoga teacher training, I knew that I had failed in all of those unique ways just to find yoga and to become a teacher. That sweet babe birdie voice. That bird is experiencing his peak happiness. He literally is the happiest. I mean, he's happiest since I have seen him, right? And Joe mentioned to me that when she got him, they had to bathe him. And as they were bathing him, they had to bathe him 3 times. And in those 3 times, like you could literally see brown water coming off of him, right? Like as you're washing him, the water is brown as it's running down the sink kind of thing. Because he was in a house where people were smoking cigarettes directly next to him kind of thing. So yeah, like that, getting fed French fries, like he had a French fry addiction, Joe said, because that's like almost the only thing he would eat. The dude has been in many different states of reality, and he's healthy and happy and well taken care of and loved. Yesterday was the first time he brought his little face up to my cheek. It was so nice. It felt so wholesome, right? It's a very different experience. I've had cats. We've had dogs. I've handled many snakes. I've had a few pet snakes in my life as well. I don't think I had any other pets. Not really. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. I don't really see Zoe as a pet as much as I see him as a little friend, right? He has wants. He is able to communicate his wants to you, right? Dogs can like whine or bark, right? And maybe they can like move with their body language in a way where you can understand they want to go outside or something like that. But Zoe has more unique wants, all right? He'll tell you when he wants his head scratched, right? And he'll tell you when you're doing it wrong, right? I don't know if you've ever had a dog tell you, no, not like that. Don't scratch my head like that. Zoe will tell you, don't scratch my head like that. And it's scary to me every time because the way that they communicate is a little bit like, so yeah, I'm happy he's happy with him. We have the TVs on in the office, and the medicine commercials just said, your gut is like a garden, but I misheard it as your butt is like a garden. That like generates imagery in my mind that I don't know if I There is Zoe Meister. Zoe Meister. I like that. Hey, what's the plan? I see you are doing certain things once again. Maybe I'm trying to find some equilibrium. I have gained some weight again. I'm back above 190s. So I need to be more mindful of that. My weight chart just is like a little roller coaster. legit, if you could put a roller coaster on it, it would be a fun time. If you like going ups and downs, that is. There we go. Currently being undertreated for disabilities right now, which is stretching time for my goals, but I'm trying not to get upset and see this as a time for more rest and certain catalysts to develop. I will bitch and moan about it all, however, it's kind of bullshit. Dear indigo friend, in this space you are allowed to vent. I'm sorry that you're going through this. I trust that there will be resolve. I'm proud of you for making the most of these moments as you have them, right? As you said, time for more rest and for the catalyst to develop. No, it was actually baseball-sized hail. I live near Springfield, MO, look it up. There was a Walmart that had shut down because the hail broke the glass rooftops for the lights. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think we literally talked yesterday about climate change a little bit as well, right? I asked you friends, like, have you noticed that things are not the way they were usually? All right, things are changing, and I don't know if it's necessarily for the best. That gives me a great deal of stress, just thinking about it. I don't know. I don't know if I ever want to experience not really golf ball sized hail is when it starts becoming a problem. Baseball sized hail. Like, send me home, chief. Send me home, coach, I'm done. Yes, there's a fog machine on next to me. Little fog machine for all of the plants. They love it. They love the fog machine. I will do the thing, but by God, I'll bitch and moan every single second of it. Indigo, I do relate to the healthcare circumstances. I'm trying to keep a healthy attitude too. Love is true. I'm happy that you're staying mindful. I'm like, if you're seeing my mind be distracted, it's like I hear Zoe probably gnashing on a piece of wood in there. But I'm trying to make sure that he's having a good time and he's not frustrated. I think he's having a good time. He's just playing. Indigo and hoops, a stable approach to uncertainty, doing what you can with what you got, hoping that your needs get met, friends. Love is true. Hello, Kurt. It's nice having you. I feel dream. I've got seizures, mobility and speed issues, and they denied me seizure meds until I can get further testing. And Lord knows when. I'm already miserable some days in my body. I try positivity. When I can, it's hard when your body and mind doesn't work as you are in pain. But I'm thankful for it. It's taught me things I would never have without this life. I would never ask for help and still be hard-headed and shit. Maybe that is the lesson to learn. I mean, even though you say that about yourself, you still showed up for yoga today, right? And I'm sure Sam is the one who probably suggested that you do so. Yoga is free, right? Technically. You don't even need a yoga mat to do yoga. You can just throw down some blankets that you already have. I don't have any blankets, Melt. You can do it on the floor. You don't even need blankets. Do some yoga. It might not be a cure-all, right? But it will teach you a lot about yourself. Melt is turning into a statue more often these days. Don't say stuff like that, Hoopy. You'll make me turn into a statue some more. I'll be like, Am I turning into a statue? Maybe I'm growing more calm. Maybe I'm growing so stable that I seem statuesque to you. Maybe I should become thinker as well. Yes. Yes, I'm thinking. Look at how mindful I am. Yes. Mysterious. Maybe I should start crying as well, just a little bit, just like a little tear running down my lip. Freaking hoopy, messing with my brains. Not disturbing, it's that you beep up, Ella, mate. It's dance day. It's dance day. It is dance day. Let's see if I can deplete my coffee supply before I start dancing. Have all of the caffeine, synergize. Indigo, you must get that from your grandma because your uncle is the same way and it's infuriating. Hard-headed, I get it from my dad too. I think I've gotten a lot better and I'm open to help or hearing other plans and points and perspectives in the last year or so. Yeah, that is a thing that I seem to be learning as well, Indigo, at this point in my life. Ah, I hear you, combat journeys. Yeah. But I'll say, I think I'm still here and learning because I'm still hard-headed. Just a little bit more productive in a way. I'm a fighter. Keep fighting. Keep fighting for your existence, dear friend. Don't give that up. Only you can let go of that. Indigo, were you brought up by a pathological narcissist as well? Whew. Sure, many of us were. I think everybody has probably a little bit of narcissism in them. Pathological. Hey Google, what exactly is a pathological narcissist? Someone whose personality is defined by a rigid, pervasive pattern of grandiosity, a constant need for external admiration, and a profound lack of empathy. Unlike common vanity, this is a clinical condition where the individual's self-esteem is extremely fragile and entirely dependent on the validation of others. Whoa. And yet, right, I can see myself sometimes being rigid, having a pervasive pattern of grandiosity. I don't really think grandiosity, at least in my mind, is something that I extend, to like it being grand, if that makes any sense. For instance, getting to eat quinoa and chicken and egg, right? To me, that's like grand. That to me is grand because if you're comparing it to calories that are vapid, right, give you nothing in return, that is the grand option, right? Yes, you could pay 5 times the price to eat McDonald's, but the one is more grand than the other in my mind. And I feel like that's where my grandiosity comes in from my own existence, where I'm like, I apply like this coffee. This is the one coffee that I'll have today. That's in this vial, right? And it's the most grand thing in existence to me. Well, maybe not in existence, but like it's one of the special things. One of those special things that I like having, right? Like making show coffee 2 in the morning. It's like the little patterns, the little plans you make for yourself, right? And how those plans kind of like find themselves. Do we need some grandiosity? Maybe I'll find out what grandiosity means exactly. And a constant need for external admiration. That one I don't know about, right? I use the toilet for X amount of time a day, right? Definitely don't need any external validation at that point. I do spend a lot of my time alone, right? And I think all of us, if you can find a great deal of solace in that as well, and there is a balance to be had, right? Getting to know what part of yourself you like spending time with. I definitely have patterns of self that I don't like spending time with. And I'll call them out. I'll be like, hey, bro, why are you so comfortable? How about you take a lap? Take a little run. We have someone else in the driver's seat. And the last one is the profound lack of empathy. That one I don't know. I'd like to believe I have some empathy. Right? You tell me, do I have empathy? Start second guessing, making the last point. Fragile self-esteem in constant need of external validation. Even if you tell me, no, Mel, you ain't got no empathy, I don't think I'll believe you. Right? I think empathy translates in a way where it's almost like a certain understanding of the self. And sometimes it takes time. I think we can come into this world with it. Right? The empathy a child can have in maybe handling a pet or something. But it takes almost like getting hurt yourself a little bit. Right? Learning lessons the hard way for you to be really empathetic of the influence you have, right? The pain that you can potentially cause in making plans or missing them. Yeah. Empathy, bro. Love is true. Don't let your past influence your future. Be present now and make decisions towards your highest good. I'm glad you don't know who he is. Hopefully he won't get any more popular to the point to where you find out. Agreed. Fingers crossed. My mother and my father, I've had a lot to learn and unlearn and put my new programs in on top of this health, but I'm happy for it. We're breaking the cycle. Joe says, oh yeah. Thank you for the headliner. I'm Puff. Hello, Puff. Welcome back. What up? Oh, is it that? You changed your username? I don't think I won't moderate God if he steps out of line. That is my new favorite Sam quote. That is very good. Yeah, so don't think I won't moderate God if he steps out of line. Lamar, stay hydrated, everyone. Indeed. That is a great way to look at it with past, present, future alignment. I do this on a smaller scale, and I'm doing one daily task at a minimum for the betterment of future, and I hope my future self continues. That's awesome. That really is what you need to do, right? If you can do that, one thing every day, that's good for you, right? Make a plan. Make a plan. Make an unbreakable plan. Make a commitment to do one thing every day that will make the world better. Don't have to be a wrong time, right? You can wash a single dish and boom, it's a little bit better. You've done one thing. You've done one thing. You can stand up right now. Do a single squat. Just one squat. Just, fine. I did the squat. Okay, damn it. One thing. And it's as you said, there is a hope that our future self continues. But it is a matter of like becoming self-identified. It's like that's how it works for me. I have attached my identity. And I think in psychology they tell you not to do this. I think they're like, don't do that. But I'm doing it. Damn it. Attach your identity to what kind of person you want to be, right? Instead of kind of like talking about it from the perspective of I don't drink alcohol. I consider myself someone who doesn't drink alcohol. It's a part of my personality. My identity is someone who doesn't, right? So when the option comes, it's easier for me to say no, and there's still the temptation, right? I'll taste things because a novelty. I like the way things taste. I'm like, interesting. But drinking all of it and getting all of the compounds, right? Because I am not a person that does that, right? And you can do the same thing. Like you can start telling yourself, I'm the kind of person that does one good thing a day. That's the kind of person I am, right? Then it's not a hope that you have that your future self will be that. It's something you are. You are that. It is a part of your identity. Someone who does that. And I don't know if that makes it easier for everyone, but it does make it easier for me. It gives me a little bit of tangibility, attachment, right? Puts my hands on the wheel kind of thing. Melt, you need to get past fear. What's holding you back from living your dream life? Oh, what a question. What is holding me back? I don't feel I'm being held back. That's the first words that came to mind when I started asking. My mind was like, what do you mean, though? But maybe that's denial. I'm searching. I'm searching for answers. But I'm getting imagery. I'm not getting words. And when I ask more clearly, yes and no defined questions, I get no. I asked, is there something that's stopping me from living my dream life? And the answer came back no. I think there is a plans, right, kind of aspect of my existence. Yesterday I talked about playing the long game. Hoop de hoops. We're playing a long game here, right? Your life is gonna be there for the rest of it, right? The life that you're living is the dream life. It might not be perfect right now. And in that way, I feel like the only thing that could make my life more perfect is just not having to worry about anything, right? And the weird worry, and it's not a fear-based thing, even though it might seem that way. It's a matter of like problem solving, right? Like I worry sometimes. That's where I'll admit like some vulnerability. I worry that I'm not smart enough to do all the things I want to do. That I won't have enough influence. That I don't have enough time. That I'm too late. That, all right, like I'll spend time worrying about stuff like that, and then it in that worry creates the ability to solve the problem, right? It creates nuance for me to see in which ways can I apply myself in this particular worry, in my skills as a place of lack worry, my ability to articulate and maybe sell a person on an idea as a skill that I can build on, my ability to access resources from the world at large so that I can actually apply what's in my mind to, space. There's a big thing that I feel has been, if it's holding me back, it's like, again, a matter of perspective. But it's my want to make my art real in the three-dimensional sense, right? I feel like I've hit a little bit of a creative block in the digital creation. Maybe it's because I'm competing in a way on the psychic realm with so much digital creation right now that it feels like I need to start putting things into the real world. And in order to do that, you need space, right, to put the art after you make it, one, and you need people to actually want it. And I think that's where there's like a little bit of maybe a feeling of personal exploration, right? That if something isn't working, you can blame other people for it. You can be like, yeah, if people were just whatever, then they would like my art more and I would be more successful for it. But I don't think that's fair. I think it's up to me to make something that is unmistakably impressive, right? That makes an impression, right? To the point where it is valued for that quality, not just for the quality of it being from me, which I feel it's not a bad thing, right? I appreciate that you friends appreciate the work that I do because it is my work as I'm trying to give it to you. But not everybody cares. Most people won't know, all right? Most people don't know who we are. But I don't know if that's been holding me back, hoopty hoops, right? I'm still showing up despite that because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how big what it is you're building gets, right? For instance, it's like if I wanted to build a robot that is extremely sophisticated, right? And it can do all the chores that a human being would be tasked to do every day. And I'm only stuck on scale to the point where I build the robot the size of a 50-story building, right? Yes, it can do all of the chores with great meticulousness, but it's so big that it's not capable of doing the job I intended it for. Right? You know what I mean? The plans we made are still in order and still on track. Right? If you look back to the very first streams, I don't think anything has changed. Not really. I feel like I've grown, but I'm still a kid. I still am very much at the infancy of what I'm supposed to become. Maybe it's me standing in my own way, right? Committing harder, spending more time doing things that enrich my life. And enrichment, I believe, very much is experiential, right? You become rich by growing as a person, not by accumulating more wealth. There are many ways to do that. There are many, many ways to do that. And I think I spend still too much time on the internet. I have definitely gotten back into a pattern of using the internet a little bit more. That might be holding me back from living my dream life as well. So yeah, thanks for the question, Hoopty Hoops. It was fun exploring the self with you. Personally, Tooth, what's holding me back from living my dream life is a lack of access to more hallucinatory substances. For real. All I want is a big cycle of hippies constantly vibing. Yeah, seasonal. We like I do believe that there is, and the studies are becoming very clear right now as well. Right, downregulating our default mode network allows for more of the overlying pattern. Right, the informational system that we're a part of to come into your perspective. Allow yourself to see. Sending you so much love, Sam. I trust that monkeys will show up. Maybe a lion somewhere in America. There's lions in America, right? Go to the zoo. He picks Zoe up, and Zoe says, "Honey, go bye-bye. Come on." And then he leans in a direction, and he wants to be taken. And then Mel takes him. He nods his head. Bird uses his word in context. It's wild, really. It's true. It's very much true what she says. All right. He'll lean. He'll lean. Right. And as you're moving him towards where he's leaning, you'll see his direction change. Right. And you'll realize that actually now he wants to go that way. So he doesn't really even have like his consciousness is updating as well, where his plans are being made sometimes beforehand. Like sometimes he'll know exactly where he wants to go as soon as he gets out of the cage. All right. Versus sometimes he'll update his plan mid-trip as well. Right. So he even has that like complexity to him. It would be like church, but without the proselytizing and the endless catalytic ups and downs and chastisement. Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, how's your experience? Asking instead. So I like the image you put in my head. Melt, not knowing is the key. I think you're right. I think you're right, Hoops. I think there's a lot that I don't know, right? And this is still a great deal of maybe like youthfulness, excitement, enthusiasm in my heart, where once I have done all the things that I'm setting out to do, I'll know how I would have to do that to get it done. I'm still in the early stages of having done some of the things that I've wanted to do, but still I don't know how everything else will have to happen. And that don't know is the key. That's the juice of life. That's the squeeze that all of this effort is for. Right? The juice that all of this squeeze is for? Better. Thank you. I still want to take Mel to a Catholic church just for the experience, just to like be like, oh wow. Wow, wow. Well, how else are you going to make the best of this fresh moment other than facing it? You were right. You were right. It's nice to be facing this moment with you, dear Hoops. Catholicism, when you break it down, has a lot of universal truth. I'm speaking mostly about the similarities between the curtain chanting and hymns. Yeah, there is an energy to the resonating together. But it exists outside of the religious context as well. So in that way, it's correlative, right? The human being is a spiritual entity, right? We are actively and always understanding that there is so much infinite complexity that we have to realize that we are not in control, right? Like there's so many things happening, there's so many layers of stuff that we're always asked to be like, hey, you're here in the middle of everything. You're like, what do you think you're doing? Who do you think you are? Yeah, a fog machine and a jet engine, apparently. It makes me think that the truth of vibrational energy pervades every religion, whether they want to be direct about it or not. Love you. Mysterious friend of all of the goodest of mornings, BSF, always saying good morning. Good morning to you, friend. Again, the vibe in here is what it is, but it could be better with background music. It might be better with background music, but I'll have to probably like go sit in a forest somewhere and record myself playing my kalimba for an hour and then play that in the background because I don't want to get copyright stricken. Should I do that? Should I actually do that? Is that a good idea? I could. I could do that. Let me know, friends. Would the rest of you be up for kalimba background music? I don't have a professional setup yet, Hoopy. I do know how to use OBS to have multiple audio feeds come in, and I would be able to put an audio feed on the stream without me having to hear it technically, and I would be able to control the gain meticulously enough so that my voice comes through, and I'll even be able to, I think, band filter it, where as soon as my voice starts up, it will cut into the frequency so that there's not overlap. But dude, that's so much effort, though. Come on, come on, bro. I will do it if you ask hard enough, but I'll have to make a plan. Please stay tuned for 20 seconds of Aerosmith. Yoga kicked my ass. I'm struggling to walk. After still, I gave myself grace and skipped once when I needed breaks. However, I will continue to show up for myself as I do because it will get better. Yes, it will, friend. You'll get stronger. And this session, I'm proud of you for listening to your body and skipping the ones that you needed to skip, right? And then as you get stronger, and you will, you can incorporate more of them as you need to. It'll be a pleasure to hear how you progress in that practice. That's my favorite amount of Aerosmith. Toast, bro. There was a moment on me and Joe's drive back from our ceremony that we had with Sam, where I just, like, for some reason, suddenly Aerosmith plays, right? And we thought it was coming from the radio, but it was coming from my phone, and then I paused it. And it was just this hilarious moment of 20 seconds of Aerosmith. I should have probably told you, friends, that I'm going to the bathroom. Should have played us 20 seconds of Aerosmith. All right. I need to go dance. It's almost 11. I don't want to miss a thing. Hey, Christy's here with us. Nice having you, friend. Sending you so much love. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Man, I'm missing a lot. There's so much good comments in chat. Zoe, be a good girl. I'm trying to read all of these messages. I'm like way far behind. Like yo, like deep behind. I'm going to do like a run through. Hey Zoe, you want out? I'm gonna play music soon, so let me get you out so you feel like you got something. And then I'm gonna read you a bunch of messages, okay? Hello. Come on. Come on. Hey Zoe. Hey Zoe. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. What's up? That's my favorite amount. Indigo. That's exactly how you're supposed to be doing it. Joe sharing the same. Never overexert yourself. Know what you can. Know where you are and move from there. It was so nice to practice with you this AM. Aerosmith is too expensive. They're getting Asia instead. Hey Zoe, you are a good girl. I'm gonna read these comments, okay? Sam says. Sam didn't say that. No. Sam said, I think everyone is a little pathological. No. No, I'll vouch. I was saying everybody is a little bit narcissistic, not pathological. I'll vouch without going into too much detail. Yeah, her parents. We don't talk about food except to say that it is the grand option. Bro, it's not like that. We have to eat food, right? That's a part of it. We try not to talk about food because we don't know who in our community is fasting. Zoe is doing a jailbreak right now. Are you breaking jail? Where are you going? I should go and close the bathroom door. I hope you're not going to the bathroom door, you silly bird. What are you doing? You better not go here. He likes climbing in the laundry basket. He's silly like that. Hey, Zoe. Hey, Zoe. Hey, Zoe. Oh, hey, Zoe. Hey, Zoe. Hey. What you doing? What you doing, birdie? What you doing, silly bird? What you doing, you silly birdie? Yeah, when he's in this state, he's pretty feisty. You're gonna try and bite at me? Don't bite at me. Don't bite at me. Don't bite at me, you silly bird. No, you bite at me, you silly. Be nice. You be nice. You be nice, you birdie sillies. You be nice. You be nice to me. I'm a good guy, okay? I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy, alright. Don't you bite me. Oh, your bird. Hey, don't you bite at me. Ouch! Ow, you're hurting me. Didn't actually hurt me. You silly bird. See, I'm just chilling. Yeah. Yeah. Living with a little dinosaur. Right? When he's doing his little dinosaur things, he'll bite at you and stuff. He'll be like, now you get to see, right? Like getting comfortable enough to keep your hand in biting distance. Because he is nice. He's actually a nice guy. Right? He'll play bite at you more than he'll actually bite you. When he actually wants to bite you, he'll actually bite you. Oh, I know words are thrown around too much and everyone therapy speaks, but this is a real deal though. Love is true. You are loved despite your past, dear friend. It absolutely is. No idea how my husband and Indigo's mom came from the same woman, but one of them was clearly left in an egg on the doorstep by a dinosaur. Talking about love is true. I love that we have two doggies for our kids. They aren't afraid of animals and they take care of them. That's wholesome. Been thinking, Indigo, your voice is valued here. Oh, Hoopy. That's wholesome, bro. Been thinking about you, friend. Love is true. Joe, been thinking about you too. Hope all is well. Thank you so much. You are valued too. I'm sorry, dear friends, for being so distracted. I'm just watching Zoe like up to shenanigans. I'm seeing me and Zoe are kind of matchy. You're gonna see what he's doing. He's like just climbing stuff. What are you doing? What are you doing, Zoe? And then he disappears from sight again. Terrifying. Are you gonna be sneaking around that corner? Are you sneaking away? Are you sneaking behind the couch right now? He's laughing. He's conspiring. Stop conspiring back there, Zoe. Appreciate you sharing so much and being willing to look into the murky deeps and pull out. Dreamtooth is our stream uncle. If you see someone in here talking to Hoopy or Tooth, we're all talking about him. It's true. Dream theater. I didn't drink till I was 23. My 21st birthday, I had one Bellini. That is good, Christy. Your body is probably going to be paying dividends for that forever. Dream, I believe you need to have both experiences to balance and grow. I started life with many catalysts, and I still do. I've been miserable and learned pain, but you need pain to understand love. Can't have pain without love in that way in this world, right? Joe likes to say that the price of love is grief in that way, right? And grief is very painful. These two experiences complement each other, contrast one another. Zoe is causing me like to be like, what's happening back there? What are you doing, Zoe? What are you doing? I'm gonna have to extract them from under the couch. That's the hard part. I think he's getting close again. I spiraled after I had kids, and I went to rehab for a few months. It was rough. Probably dealing with all of that stress and then suddenly finding something that makes you worry about it less, and then becoming attached to that help that you think it gives. No, I don't think you should go in there. I don't think you should go in there, Zoe. And I also don't think you should be eating noodles pellets. I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should do that. You silly bird. You thought I can see your plans, so I have even more brain processing power than you do. Yes. I am 2 steps ahead of you. He was going straight for noodles pen and pellets, and then I put a thing in front of the. I closed the pen and I put a thing in front of the pellets, and now he's like, "Hey, don't try and climb it. That's not infrastructure." You've been outsmarted though. He's trying to climb it now. He's like, I can still make work with this. No, you can't. You can't make work with that. It's not gonna work. He's like, I'll climb this thing instead then. No, you can't get to it from there. The creature. That's why it's not a pet. Right? Like, he's conspiring. He's definitely conspiring. He's like trying to problem solve right now. Yes. It is time for us to dance. I feel like I'm missing so many of the comments. However, I also know you friends have been talking to each other. Thank you, Chief Lakota. Wow. Whoa. Yow. Wow. 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 Sorry, Zoe. Zoe's like, what's happening? Thank you for the hundreds. It's dance time. Don't eat until dinner. Yes, chaos. He is doing more chaos things. He's like, let me see if I can open this. Let me see if I can open this. I think I can open this thing. Dream. That's a cute kitty box. The fact that they're putting it on my screen. Zoe, what are you doing? Did you see that with the way he looked at me? He was like, what? Zoe, are you being a little Barbie? You want to say hello? Hello. Hello, Zoe. Can I convince you to go back into your room for a cookie? Can you be convinced? Can you be bargained with? He's like, no, I'm trying to open this thing, dude. My current mission is opening this thing. I'll help. I'll help you. Check here. Check here. Check here. Let me help you. Relax. It's gonna make it punk. Be careful. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I did say make a punk. There you go. Is that what you wanted? You wanted to see inside that thing? Wow. Is that cool? Is that a nest place? Should I close it for you again? Should I make it closed? Sorry about that. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to get him some snackums to bargain with him. Oh wow! Wow, look at all these cookies. Wow, such cookies. Wow. 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 What sounds are you making? What sounds are you making? Are you coming out? Are you coming out of there? You want some of these cookies? Look. Look, I got you a bunch. You can't put yourself back away. I'm not gonna bring you cookies there. Come on. Come on, you silly bird. Look at all these cookies I got. Look at all these cookies. Wow. Wow. Oh, I'm gonna pick them up again. Oh, I guess I'm picking them up. Guess I'm gonna go throw them in the trash or something. Guess this is just like not food anymore. Oh. Wow, that looks good, doesn't it? Wow. Wow, doesn't that look good? No, stop stealing the tools. Oh, you don't need tools. You're like, I like tools. I can use tools too. You don't need tools, Zoe. Like, I can use some tools. Come here, Zoe. Come here. Come here. Come look at these cookies. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come step up. Come on, step up for cookies. Come on. Yeah, come on. Come on. Yeah. There you go. Here's some cookies here. Come on, step up. You're being silly. There you go. Come on. I'm going to give you some cookie. But you have to step up. He's like, no, actually, I like this more. Actually, I like this spot more. This is a cool spot. This is a good spot. I like it. There's tools in here. I can work with my tools. He says, Yes. There's so many tools here. How to convince your dinosaur to return to his enclosure. You bribe them. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let me bribe you. Come on. Come on. This is your favorite cookie. This is good stuff. Oh, I like this. Oh, what? Noodle? I'm going to give Noodle your cookies? Oh, you saw a box in there. Hey. Hey. Stop fucking with that shit out there. You happy? Hello. Hello, Zoe. All of that stuff is tools, bro. I'm gonna have to close this thing. He's turning the box in there into pieces. Zoe, come on. Zoe, come on. Come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Come and get these cookies. Come on. Come on. Yeah, this is better. This is better than whatever you're doing right now. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Come on. You want to step up? You want to step up? Yeah, that looks so saucy bobossy. You see that? Noodle, you're in our shot, though. Noodle is like, oh, you're on the ground? You must be ready for petting me instead. Come on. Come on. Come on, Zoe. Come on. There you go. Come on. What's up? What's up? Huh? You want this cookie? Come on, step up. Step up. He's like, no, I'm going to go back in here, actually. Wow. There you go. What a good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. We got you. Yes. Yes. Mission success. Convince your dinosaur to
Step up. Okay. Now let's show them some trickums, okay?
What a good girl.
You are a good girl. You want to give me a kiss? Mwah. There you go. Have a little cookie like that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Making such a mess of my body. You want to say hello to them, and we're gonna say bye bye again. Good girl. It's a good girl. All right. Look at that. You see that? You want to give me a? Okay. You want to give me a high five? Give me a high five. Let me hold my hand out like that. Yeah, there you go. High five. High five. Wow. You're like, I want the big one. Fine. Fine, you can have the big one. Say bye-bye to them. You want the rest of these? There you go. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Ow. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. There you go. Good girl. There you go, Zoe. There you go, Zoe. I'm gonna dance to some music now, alright? It's gonna be a little bit loud. You be a good girl. His room is nice and quiet at least. He has sound dampers. Okay, like I am. Layers of loss. I feel you friends know. Chat later. Karen, bless ya, bye-bye. Noodle is an enigma. Noodle is probably an eldritch demon. Probably a skinwalker. Probably just pretending to be a dog, to evade our suspicions. Anyone in Discord? Some of the friends here. You guys. Christy is out there. What's happening? Drop it lows. There's so much happening. Love is true. Ramen noodle. Yeah. Oh, he's looking to get back in his cage. Let me open it for you, bro. Okay. This thing is on 4% battery. Man. I need to start dancing. It's 11. I'll see you friends again soon. I'm gonna end this live stream, and then I'm gonna start another one. This dog is eating something, and I don't know what he's eating. I didn't give him something to eat. Man, talking about being an enigma. I just watched that dog eat something that looked like it was big, like he had to really chew it to get it done, and I didn't give him anything, and it's causing me great concern. Happy Wednesday from South Africa. Thank you, Morgan. Happy Wednesday to you from the States. Thank you for the space. Love to you all. Thank you, Indigo, for showing up in the space with us. Should I pull a card here? I think I should. And then we'll still do the dance stream afterwards. Show you Robin with bamboo shoots, pork belly slices. Are we making us hungry again? Yes, card please. Indigo. Maybe you can tell us when to stop. Food dog. Food dog got us all hungry now. Love is true. I don't need no fancy. Yuri, stop. New beginnings. You got the card of new beginnings. Feels kind of matchy, doesn't it? We can match. Bruh. Sam has been having an experience of baby stuff as well. Ooh, new beginnings. That was needed. Feels very apt, doesn't it? Especially with what we've been talking about in chat. You friends have been doing a lot of the work. My first yoga session in over a year. That's a new beginning if anything is. Let's read this card together. Card number 31. Breath, prana, and birth. Breath, prana, and birth. New beginnings to healing my body. Bless you, friend. This is a card of new beginnings and renewed life force. The mother goddess passes on the breath of life, the vital, life-sustaining force of living prana as the child is birthed into this plane of existence. Hearts formed from golden spirals carry the energy of deep love to this new beginning. Pulling this card indicates that new beginnings are expanding your life. Breathe into this new energy and feel the life force residing there. Follow the prana in your breath as you inhale and exhale. Feel how your energy is renewed with each breath. Picture yourself breathing life into each new beginning. Whether you are birthing a child, a relationship, or a creative project, inhale life force into your lungs and heart. Then exhale prana into your endeavor. Feel the evolution of your new beginnings, filled with life force and success. Recognize how the events of your life activate new beginnings each and every day, with each breath, with each fresh viewpoint. Shallow breathing may contribute to the constriction of life force. Shallow breathing may contribute to the constriction of life force. Pause whatever you're doing and breathe. What happened to the flowers? If you didn't hear me say hoopty hoops, and I'm thinking about it a lot, bro. I'm having a blockage, yo. Having a blockage with the amount of time it takes. And because I've gotten so far behind, it's gonna take me like days. And I'm in this space where I feel like I need to either make my I'm having a really hard time. Like I either have to make it up or I have to make a new, right? And I think the amount of effort applied has been the biggest hurdle. I might have to simplify, right? Make it less artistic to survive the amount of work it takes. So, yeah. I want to make real pieces at this point. I think I've made enough pieces to the point where I can make more with intention. But I think that's almost where I have to start. Is that because I've made so many, I stopped seeing the individual work of art as special. It was just another work of art for the day. And I'm really having an internal battle still. I am, where I want to almost I want to do more. I want to do more, right? But not in the I'm almost thinking about the action and inaction thing. Inaction and action, right? There might be some inaction in all of that action. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It's hard. I am struggling a bit with it. What I know about PT, learn from TV. Personal training, kind of like edibles aren't fully potent unless you have activation phase. Yeah. They ain't shit. I'm going to the chiropractor since I was 16 because of major accident. My chiropractor is now amazing. I trust him. referring me to PR, to PT. Don't worry, I know you're thinking about it a lot. I already knew that. Yeah, it's like a lot of thinking and not a lot of doing. Maybe that's what I have to do. Maybe I just have to like do it. Is it valuable? That's the thing that I'm really having a hard time with. Does it matter? Does it matter that I make more? Right? If the ones that I have made aren't valued, are they valuable by the fact that they are many? Maybe it's like I've had a little bit of a lapse in belief, that it is something that is special to others as well, not just me. It sucks. Sup, buddy? How you doing today? Good. Norbert. Good. Very present. I walk weird. Handicap. There's some undefined making, effort, artistic, simplify, intention. Many, maybe not special, but unique. Yeah, they are each unique. That is true. Maybe that is the point I'm supposed to kind of like see through. I think a change in your artistic habits might be an odor melt. Have you ever painted? I haven't. Not really. I've done a bit of drawing, but I've never actually painted. What I want to do is I want to start implementing. That's what I want to do right now. So I actually want to bring my art into the physical world, right? And then over the next year or so, like instead of applying my effort to making more consistently and consecutively, take what I've made and refine it, right? Because there is a lot of refinement now involved in almost like extracting the art from the art, right? It's like I've like extracted the piece of ore, and that ore is pretty, but then polishing that stone, to really bring out the qualities of the rock is what I need to do right now. And I feel the implementation phase is the biggest one for me. I've been having this idea in my mind for what I want it to look like, and I've not done that yet. And I think it is time. So I think maybe that will be what I do in the next bit. I love painting. I suck, but I like it. I know something about time sensitivity struggles. Painting is fun. What an awful thing to ask of yourself. Everything, all of the time. I don't think it's healthy to look at your mind like a mine. Maybe not. Maybe not. I still read that one. Maybe not. Hoopty hoops. But it is something that I grew up, right? My dad is literally a mining engineer. So I've definitely been trained, unconsciously or consciously, my entire life to see things a certain way. It takes a lot of time and effort to do what I've been doing, right? And I'm thinking right now about that I have to apply more time and effort to dancing, and I'm not applying. I'm still in a state of action, but I'm in the inaction, right? And I'm like, hey, get with it. I like to make malas a lot, very physical and energetic, and every experience is different. Exactly. I made earrings out of polymer clay and got so many compliments. That's so cute. Yeah, art that you can wear, art that's useful, right? Art that serves a function in our lives, something that we like to carry with us. I feel like that's where I want to apply some of my effort over the next couple of whiles. Maybe I can, reform a system. Everything is change, right? Plans change. It's interesting that it's coming out in this way with today's stream topic. I made an extra shadow box to keep our memories in it, and he cried. I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, those things are special. Art has so many forms. People ask me what my tattoos mean. don't think I can see any of your tattoos on your pictures, but I think you have sent some photos. Every tattoo probably means something of its own, right? The person you were when you cut them. So many layers of stories attached. I need to dance. I feel like I am not in the right action. It's causing me tension. I love you, friends. I appreciate your presence. Thank you for sharing in this moment. I'll see you again soon. Real soon. Like in a moment, actually. I'm gonna go and dance. But I'm gonna restart a new stream. Do you consider it a project or do you consider it an opportunity? I think the opportunity has been created in that way. And I might have considered it as an opportunity at first. Or at least I was showing up for it with the perspective of opportunity. However, it was a project. It was a means to believing myself worthy. That is how the plan originally started. Right. And I feel like I have gotten to a point of believing in my own worthiness, to the point where my plans are changing, right? And the way I need to apply my time and what my reality is asking of me is changing as well alongside it, right? I'm transforming, I'm growing, maybe going a little bit dormant in order to come back stronger. I'm gonna dance now. I'll show myself strength. I love you, friends. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate your presence. I'm going to restart another stream, but be there on the other side with you.